Okay, so the thing is, injuries happen a lot, especially when you are a person who has no mindset other than YOLO and BrewStew. Now, during school in the third quarter, I was mucking around with my friends like the kid I am. I'm not clinically depressed like my animations seem, and I don't need to be sent to the psych ward. So I was mucking around, and I was running somewhere along the side lines of this crappy canteen patio area thing. Here's the map, by the way. Now this line represents the silly little sideline I was running towards. And this canteen, patio, whatever you call it area, is a terrible dip transition into the hard, hot ground. Hot because it's 1,000,000 degrees outside and you can cook a whole egg on the damn sidewalk. Back to the point, I was running around and I was slowly inching closer and closer to the edge of this area. Like a car, slowly drifting off to the left if you don't center your steering wheel correctly while texting your stepfather right before you crash into a semi-truck. As I ran closer and closer to the sideline, I was not very careful, which made me end up in a situation where my knees decided to visit their deadbeat stepfather, which was the floor. That's right. I tripped and fell, and one of my knees scraped itself onto the ground. I didn't scream, but I got up and continued to run like an idiot. Something you should not do. I ran off and sat on these benches connected to tables or whatever they were called, and we went to go eat lunch because at the time my dad had came back to the school to give me my food. As I was eating, I immediately felt the pain in my left knee, and damn, it hurt like a drop kick to the knees. Hey Dad? What? What do you need? I tripped and fell earlier and it hurts really bad. Ah, you can walk it off. You'll be fine. Now eat lunch. And just like that, I was swept under the rug and went to go eat my lunch. Heck, even my friend was straight up concerned for my health. Not even a few minutes later, I felt something damp on my uniform near my knee, and now I immediately knew why it hurt so badly. That thing was bleeding! Like, way too much! It was practically running down my leg, and I was internally panicking because my dad wouldn't take my drunken health self to the clinic unless I eat my lunch. It was excruciatingly agonizing to even try to eat my lunch because all I could feel was the fact my uniform was covered in dirt and blood, my knee turned into the skin of William Afton, and also a part of epidermis on my arm was ripped off while I tripped and somehow I wasn't bleeding. Dad? What? Dad, please, I'm literally bleeding. Just take me to the clinic. No. Please! Please! Eventually, I was sent to the clinic since my dad isn't horrible and evil. I had my wound disinfected with betadine. Safe to say, it hurt. Eventually, I had walked out of the clinic as a new man, and every few days I had to switch out my Band-Aid and gauzes, and that process was definitely painful. Ah!